Thurman Munson was 32 years old, a World Series champion, a 7-time All-Star, and the first man the New York Yankees had trusted as captain in 37 years. On August 3, 1979, 46,000 people packed Yankee Stadium, and when the Yankees took the field, only 8 men walked out of the dugout. The catcher's box sat empty. For nearly 10 minutes, grown men in pinstripes stood at their positions and wept on national television. This is the story most people think they know, and the version that's actually true. Munson grew up in Canton, Ohio, and by most accounts, his childhood was difficult. His father, Darrell, a long-distance truck driver and World War II veteran, reportedly showed little warmth toward his son's success. According to Marty Appel's biography, family members described a man who seemed unable to celebrate Thurman's achievements, focusing instead on every flaw. Whether those accounts capture the full picture is impossible to know, but they help explain the person Munson became: guarded, intense, obsessed with being a present and loving father to his own 3 children. Everything the public read as gruffness was, underneath it, a man determined to build the opposite of what he'd come from. On the field, he was relentless. He won American League Rookie of the Year, made 7 All-Star teams, earned 3 consecutive Gold Gloves, claimed 2 World Series rings, and won the AL MVP. His career postseason batting average was .357. In the World Series specifically, he hit .373, numbers no catcher in baseball postseason history has matched. He did most of it while quietly playing through torn-up knees, a damaged throwing shoulder, and nerve damage in his thumb. The Yankees hadn't named a captain since Lou Gehrig. In 1976, they named one again. His relationship with Reggie Jackson became one of baseball's most talked-about feuds, sparked by a 1977 magazine article in which Jackson was quoted saying Munson could only stir the drink bad. Jackson has disputed that characterization for decades, and the story remains contested. What's undisputed is that both men were central to 2 championship runs, and that, by most accounts, it was Munson himself who first called Jackson Mr. October, a nickname that followed Reggie for the rest of his life. By 1977, Munson was quietly asking the Yankees to trade him to Cleveland so he could be closer to his family. He couldn't stand missing bedtimes. He learned to fly specifically to shorten the trip home to Canton. In 18 months, he progressed through 4 aircraft, eventually purchasing a Cessna Citation jet he decorated with Yankees pinstripes, registering the tail number N115NY, 15 for his uniform number, NY for New York. On August 2, 1979, he was practicing landings at Akron-Canton Regional Airport. He had already received his FAA type rating for the jet 2 weeks earlier, and was legally certified to fly it. But his insurance policy required a qualified co-pilot for his first 100 hours in the aircraft. He had 33.8 hours logged. On final approach, the plane was configured without flaps extended, a critical error. The aircraft stalled short of the runway, clipped trees, and came to rest on a road beyond the airport perimeter. The NTSB determined the probable cause was failure to maintain airspeed and improper approach procedures. Munson survived the impact. He was conscious and, according to survivor accounts, urging the others to get out and save themselves. He could not be freed. The fire that followed claimed him. He still isn't in the Hall of Fame. His locker, untouched, sits in the Yankees Museum today. His number 15 has never been worn again. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe, because the truth behind legends like this deserves to be told right.